everybody. Nice to see you guys again. Welcome to a brand new episode. And this one is a big one. I'm working. I'm actually not working, but today you get a chance to meet with a not big artist, but he's working with big artists. His name is I Am King. Kelo, say hey to the world.
How you doing, everybody? It's King Kelo.
Hey man, it's so good to finally meet you. Thank you for taking your time out to do this. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
The people out there, you might not know him, so this is your chance to kind of introduce yourself. So go right ahead.
All right. I go by the name of King Kelo. I am a artist from Wichita, Kansas, that moved out to Texas. I'm currently near Austin, Texas. I'm working on a lot of big projects right now, and if you haven't heard of me, then probably be a good idea to look into me because I have a big vision for my followers and everyone who knows who I am. And I'm working to do what I can to help everyone that listens to my music. I'm currently in Texas right now, and I'm on the grind to become the number one artist in the world because that's my goal.
Mm, that's nice. That's nice. That's good to hear. And keep up that grind. It clearly is working. So keep up that grind. I'm proud of what you're doing, and that's good of what you're doing.
Thank you.
So this is my very first time meeting you, but it's also the first time a lot of the audience out there have met you. So we kind of want to know about you a little more than just a little intro. Let's go into a little backstory. So let's go back to the very beginning. How did the journey with music start for you?
Journey with music, that goes all the way back to since I can remember, really. I've always been connected with music, whether I've made it or not. When I was younger, no matter what I was doing, I would always try to make music, listen to music, memorize lyrics that my mother or father was playing. I grew up on Midwest music, is obviously because I'm from Kansas, but it could be like the most simplest sounds, like a car driving past or a pencil dropping on the floor, and I'd hear a melody with it and always in my mind. Every sound in the world to me is like something that's a melody or a symphony. So eventually, when I got older, I started writing poems, and those poems eventually turned into verses, and those verses turned into full songs. And it's been like that ever since I can remember. Try to memorize lyrics, rap other songs, sing other songs. Like I've always been fascinated with music.
Mm, I see. I see. All right. So I can see you're very musical. I love people that are very musical. Just to follow up on what you said, you're the kind of artist that does everything. Like you're not just a rapper, or you're not just a singer or an EDM artist. Like, are you like kind of like everything into one?
I wouldn't say everything, but mostly hip hop and R&B. I'm sure I can write anything, like any genre, but what I do as an artist myself and perform, I perform hip hop and R&B. I'm also a ghostwriter, so I've written for a lot of different genres.
Mm, nice, nice. That's good to hear. All right. Um. So, what was the trigger point that made you decide to get into music?
Funny story. So, I've been writing lyrics for over a decade now. I just turned 21 last week. Um,
Mm,
so
congrats. Happy
I
V
started.
Day.
Thank you. I started writing music when I was like 7. Well, started writing lyrics when I was 7, and it started back when I was in math class. So, as a elementary student, I was like 7 years old, really young. Our teacher, she had these CDs where they would teach you how to multiply by different numbers, and each CD different number. So we had a CD for like how to multiply by 0, and then we have a CD how to multiply by 1 and 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. And each CD was a different song on each number. And so there was, I think it was multiplied by 5 was the CD, and there was this kid on there because there were kids that were singing the songs, and so there was this kid on there that was rapping how to multiply by 5, and all my classmates was like, "Hey, Kaon, because that's what I go by, my middle name. Kaon, that sounds like you. I wonder if you can make music, or I wonder if that you, blah blah blah." And so I'm thinking like that doesn't sound like me at all, but I was a curious kid. So that day I went home. Like at this time, I've never written a poem, a song, or anything. So I went home, and the curious kid I was, I started writing poems and music, and I showed my mother, and her face was like instantly like lit up, like she was impressed, and she got happy, and she told me how natural I was at writing, and from then on I kept writing poems and music, all because of my classmates said that that kid on that multiplication song sounded like me, and that's how it started.
Very funny. I can't believe all that started from a song, and look at you now. I'm just really
Yeah.
shocked. I can't believe all that started from that.
Yeah, thanks to my second grade classmates.
Aw, that's cute. It's very cute. All right, all right. What is your big inspiration? If you say any artists that are going on my list. Okay.
My biggest inspirations, I have a lot. As far as I have different inspirations for different, sections of music. Lyrical wise, that inspires me. I'll go with Kendrick Lamar. His delivery is near perfect. Like everything is so precise. I would go with Tech Nine as well, and also Eminem for lyrical and delivery wise, because they're very precise. Poetic wise, for as in how they put feeling and meaning into their music, I'd have to go with J. Cole and also Tupac. Those are one of my favorites as well. As far as music overall, I have to go with Michael Jackson, Drake,
Mm.
and also Chris Brown. Those are those are a very, they play a big role in the artist I am today. Some runner ups would probably be Black, aka Six Lack, as some people know him as. Erica Badu, that's probably a surprising one. Twista. There's so many. I could go on all day. Like I love a lot of artists, and they all have inspired me, and they all showed me something something about myself, and taught me something that and made me into the artist I am today.
Wow, you just named like half the R&B and rap artists as well.
I could say everybody. Like
Well,
so
by your list is almost everybody.
I don't just go off one person. I kind of feed off everything and everyone. So whatever I can soak in from someone, then I'm gonna soak it in and learn from it, and try to add it to my arsenal. So if I hear something that, say, Lauren Hill does that I like and that teaches me something, then I'm a grasp it and I'm gonna add it to my own arsenal. So that way it makes me a better artist. Kind of like you played Mortal Kombat before, right? I think his name
Yeah, I've heard
is
of it.
I think his name is was it Shang Tsung? Yeah, the guy that takes all the souls of everyone he beats.
Hmm.
I kind of compare myself to him because I like to, take grasp anything I can from every artist ever and learn from it and add it to my own arsenal. That way, I can have anything. I can do anything with music, and I learn from it. And so that's why I have so many inspirations, because I'll try to learn from every artist that I've ever heard ever. That way, that makes me a better artist overall.
Okay, it's interesting. And what I also find interesting is what you said about, the graphs. I like where your head's at with that. I mean, I never really thought of that before.
I think
Mm.
everyone should be like that in anything they do, really, because it's not only music. Say say you play sports and you're a basketball player and you're a point guard. There's things that you can learn from a lot of point guards, but there's also things you can learn from centers, small forwards, or like say podcasts, for instance. Like you do a certain genre or a certain type of podcast, yes, but you can also learn things from radios, from news channels. Like there's a lot of things that you can learn from different types of interviews and types of entertainment that you can put in your own arsenal that'll make you a better entertainer overall. So I think everyone should, try that, try to grasp every talent or every skill from different, areas, not just their own area. That'll make you a better entertainer, better really anything in life.
I totally agree. 100%. I love that method. It's like you're always learning, like a second school. It's like you're always building up new skill, and all that new skill helps you to become better and improve. That's huge. Artists and basically everybody should do that. I mean, I never really thought of it that way. I never really thought it like that. So I'm glad you brought it to like our attention, and by our I mean me and everybody else. In an alternate universe, what would happen if you were not a musician?
In the ultimate universe, if I was a few inches taller, I'd probably be in the NBA, to be honest, because I'm pretty short. I'm 5'4", but I played Division 2 college, and I was headed to Division 1, D1. As short as I am to be playing D1 college basketball, you have to be pretty skilled. So if I was say 6 foot, I definitely think I'd be in a league. So I'm gonna choose. I'd be a basketball player in the ultimate universe.
Okay, wow,
If not a
that's
basketball player, then a doctor because I'm a nerd. I love to learn and grasp on the new things. If you haven't noticed,
yeah, I've noticed.
yeah,
Just following on that, I love being a nerd. Don't you love nerds? Don't you love being one?
yeah, of course.
And I can't see your face, but I'm assuming you wear glasses. I'm assuming that you have the
I
glasses
do not wear
style.
glasses.
Oh, maybe you have sweater vest or no.
Nah, I'm a cool nerd. I'm chill.
Oh, I see you. Cool nerd.
I'm
Okay.
yeah, I'm cool, but I'm intelligent. Is what I mean. I love to
Okay, that's
learn.
good.
Yeah,
I love people like that. I love it. I love it. Cool nerd. But also, shockingly, basketball. Really, basketball?
yeah.
No, no judging. I'm just surprised. I've never seen an no, I might be wrong.
A nerdy basketball player.
Yeah, but I might be wrong. I've seen it.
It's not like it's not like those typical nerds that you see in the school hallways playing Yu-Gi-Oh, being weird in the hallways. It's like I was raised. I'm not like a no typical nerd. I was raised in the streets. I had a rough background. I've did a lot of things I probably shouldn't have in my past, but I've always been, a type of person to love to learn no matter what I was doing. So that's why I consider myself a nerd because I may like have did some things that I probably shouldn't have, been in the streets, been in the hood, but one thing that I always loved was to learn. So that's why I refer myself as a nerd because nerds love to learn and they have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. I like to refer myself as a nerd, no matter what I've done or who I am.
That's just so relatable. Actually, this is a side question I know it doesn't portray, but you live near Austin, is that right?
Yes,
Oh, then you're not that far away from me then.
you're from Houston, right?
Yeah, I am from Houston.
Yeah, I'm like 3 or 4 hours away from you if you drive.
Oh, so close. I've actually been to Austin. It's so crazy
Really?
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually went
something.
there for a college trip a couple years back without COVID. I went there for a college trip in Austin. We drove 4 hours there. It was crazy and it was raining. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's crazy there.
But it's also pretty amazing there if you think about it also. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like in the middle of Dallas, Austin. I'm literally right in between those two, Dallas and Austin.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting. Huh. Okay, what would be your dream collaboration?
my dream collaboration. My first dream collaboration. I'm gonna have to say Michael Jackson.
He's
Um,
great.
I love Michael Jackson, one of my favorite all time artists ever.
He's one of the best.
Yeah, facts. Another one would be Tupac. He's
Oh,
also
Tupac.
yeah, he's also one of my favorite. I love his delivery. and poetic, lyrics. He wasn't the most lyrical rapper, but I could still feel everything he was saying, and it was real. Last one would probably be Kendrick Lamar because he's my all-time favorite rapper ever,
Oh,
besides Tupac.
Kendrick.
So yeah, it would be Tupac,
Hmm.
Kendrick, or Michael Jackson.
Ah, okay. Those are good choices. I've heard of them. They're pretty good. Not gonna lie.
A runner-up would probably be Erica Badu because I love her too.
Okay, now that's a new one. I need to check that one out. Being a musician like yourself, I'm sure you've gone through this. Have you ever gone through a writer's block?
Yes, I hate writer's block. When I first started like making music, which wasn't long ago, actually, it was like 3 years ago. I used to. It's different when you write lyrics for fun and as a hobby. Writer's block really it doesn't matter because you'll get back to it. It's not like you're selling records. It's not like you doing anything important with it besides having fun. But when you actually make music professionally and you have fans and things and you're going through writer's block, you have to put out something. So when I actually started making music professionally about a few years ago, then writer's block, I had to find a way to overcome that. So I was talking to one of my cousins. He's also a rapper. He's not as big as me, but he's still great in what he does. And he's also older than me. He's been doing it longer than me, so I could still learn something from him. So I was talking to him about writer's block, and he told me that the way he gets over writer's block is he forces himself to write no matter what. If he can't think of nothing, he just writes something down. That's what I started doing when I had writer's block. I'd force myself to write even more because usually when you have writer's block, you can't think of anything, you don't write. So instead of stop writing, I write more and I write what comes to my head, kind of like a freestyle. That's how I overcome writer's block. And eventually you won't have writer's block anymore because you're still writing and you're still thinking of things to say because you're forcing yourself to write.
Okay, that's a good strategy. I have to try it out the next time I get writer's block. Which
That's what I think about writer's block, and that's how I get over it.
there's actually three different things I do here. I'm not sure if you're a rapper or like a singer or like both. Um, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if you're like both. I'm not sure because I'm not really sure. So I don't know. Can you just elaborate whether you're a rapper or not, or like a singer or
I
something?
am a rapper, but like I said, I'm very versatile. So I've written for a lot of different genres, and I'm a rapper who's trying to get into different genres. So I'm trying to get into R&B, all that, but I'm
Oh.
strictly a rapper. So I write hip hop, I rap, all that. I'm a rapper.
Hmm. I see. Then you're gonna have fun with this next part. You ready?
Sure. What's up?
And I didn't tell you in advance, so it's gonna be a surprise. All
Okay.
right. Now, it's a tradition that I love to do with rappers on the show, and it's fun every time they get to wrap it up, and it's time for you to do it. You could freestyle, you could do a verse, you could tease us a verse, tease us a verse from a song that's later,
Oh,
or you can do one that's right now, or you can do a performance if you want to, if you prefer, though.
okay. Oh, I got you. Bring up something. I've been in the industry, killing off any enemy, sickening shit. I shit on any nigga who envy me, spitting the shit from the mental. What the fuck is a pin to me? Had to come in with this energy to prove you ain't sick as me, literally. You probably should check into a clinic. I'm lyrically wicked with the shit that I'm critically spitting. I'm in it to win it. Spirits told me I'm pushing my limits. I told them forget it, admit it. I'm pushing my critics off a cliff and knowing I won't regret it. Pay too much attention to me, you might blow your credit. I gotta eat, so I learn to grow up and hold my lettuce. Overstepping the obstacle thrown, I'm so relentless. I'm picking apart every artist, part of the reason why my flow is so marvelous. Caught up in cautious intentions, hoping I ain't the target. Looking around, I gotta get up to the top, but there ain't no stopping me. I can be overlooked, but don't overlook my authority. I think I got
Wow.
more. I'm kind of spitting from the dome right now, so I'm trying to get warmed up.
Was that a warm up or something?
Yeah, that was a freestyle.
Oh, I thought that was the verse.
Nah. All right, I got a verse for you. My mind's racing time, thinking like, why finish? Niggas counting me out. Now I'm an arsonist. Put the kid in the back, he couldn't spar with us. Now run the whole game looking over like God, nigga. I'm ticked off. These niggas thinking they all killers. I could tall pick off a pussy nigga involved with him. If you were up, get back. I ain't a law figure. Y'all better not pop off for getting caught slipping. They used to put me in the back of the booth and laugh when I said that I'm gonna be the one to do it too. Niggas told me that I was a little young and the fact that I could be shy, I wouldn't make it in the music crew. I had to see it to believe it. I told them to own up to my achievements. Nigga, I'm undefeated. I'm guessing they wanted to see me grieving because I'm easily something they want to lead, and I'm a demon in the industry. Niggas trying to get rid of me. First they tried to pity me, now they trying to look into me, looking like the industry. How the fuck are you feeling me? Well, you wasn't trying to give a nigga positive energy. I'm sick of all the games, nigga. What a shame, nigga. Better learn to put some respect on my name, nigga. I ain't an amateur. I've been doing this lyrical shit, but now they trying to make it seem like I ain't built for this shit. Look at me now, nigga. And that's it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That was really good. Like, not gonna lie, that was
Thank you.
really good. That was probably one of the most lyrical verses I've ever heard. Wow. Gotta
Appreciate it.
give it to you. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. Golly. Before we get to the end credits, I want to know what's next for you. I heard you have someone very special coming. What's next for you?
I just recently dropped a album called The Pandemic, the end of last year, so around December ish. And I'm letting that soak in. I have a kid on the way, a daughter. She'll be born in July. So I'm taking a break from dropping anything until she's born so I can spend time with her. And then around the end of this year, or maybe around fall ish, I'm coming with some heat. I have a lot of big artists, special guests coming on my next album, on some features. I have like so many features I have to do for other artists that want me on their songs. I have artists like YB and Almighty J. Other artists I can't mention to the public, but they're really big artists, and I'm pretty sure they know of them. Around the end of this year, I should be, coming with something that might, blow me up and get me into a place where I want to be in my career. So if they people haven't heard of me now, they'll know me by the end of this year.
It's good to hear, and I'm so excited and very proud of you and all the stuff that's coming your way.
Appreciate it.
I mean, look at this. A new baby and music. Wow, nothing can beat that. I can't think of anything that's better. I am for real though very happy for you. And I'm so excited for all the what God has for you in store and what's coming next for you. I'm so happy. Here comes your end credits. This is your chance to shout out anyone you would like to shout out, any advice you want to give, any last words before the end. Go right ahead.
The few people I want to shout out, and I will always shout out no matter how big or small the stage I am on, my wife and my parents. My parents has literally been through every stage of my music career. And actually my mother, she helped me with a few of my lyrics when I was younger. She wrote stories and books, so she had a bigger vocabulary than me. So she helped me in a lot of things that I did. And she drove me to studio sessions and all that. And they supported me no matter how trash I thought I was. They always, uplifted my spirits and built my confidence. Parents played a big part. My wife plays a big part now since I'm an independent artist. She helps me with my merch, my a lot of the things that I have that's hard to do by myself. She helps me with. And last words for anybody listening. All my social media is I am King Kelo. IAMKINGKELO. I am a open book. I'm not one of those artists who, lets fame, money, or anything get to my head. No matter how big I am, no matter how big I get, I'm always willing to help anyone. And I'm still learning the business. One of my mentors, Cedric Bellamy, he's in San Antonio. He's one of my mentors. He told me that the music business is 90% business and only 10% actual music. So you have to learn the business before you even try to even step in foot into the industry because it's entertainment and you got to learn that. So business plays a key part. Any artists that are trying to come up, learn the business, learn how to be a successful artist. I'm currently working on a book that I'm going to publish sometime this year or next year. If you want to get a head start on building your music career, then hit me up on Instagram and let me know. and I will personally help you start your professional music career. I can get you verified on Spotify. I can get you thousands of followers, listeners, just from a marketing's perspective. I don't buy listeners, I don't buy followers. It's all organic. So yeah, hit me up and I can help you make it because nobody really helped me and I know how hard it is to, help yourself. So I'm willing to be a mentor for any upcoming artists who's passionate about what they do because I'm passionate about music. I'm willing to help any other passionate artist. So hit me up and let's work.
Very presentable.
Of course.
Just to add, and this is the audience also, so we can just Google Iron King Kilo and all your social medias there. Like any social media that we get the results from Google, it's all yours.
Yeah, you can Google me King Kelo, King Kelo, and everything will pop up. I have articles. I'm featured on magazines, Hood Illustrated, This Is 50, Desert Storm Radio, Vince Mag. I'm featured on a few articles in magazines. I've been a cover of one magazine. Yeah, you can just Google my name and I'll be there.
Look at you, big one. Look at that. A book, a magazine. What's next? Are you going to be on TV now?
BT's next. Netflix. That's what I'm working on right now.
You are?
Yes. BET and Netflix. That's my next move.
Oh God, bro! Don't tell me you're actually on a Netflix film though.
I've worked with them before. I unfortunately did not get to make it to the shoot. There's a show called Rhythm and Flow. I was supposed to be on the season one, and I was supposed to be on season two as well. But I'm all the way on the other side of the world doing other things. So next season will be the season that I should be on Netflix, and also BET. I should be on a new BET Cipher coming next year or by the end of this year. So I'm crossing my fingers that I can make it to both of those, and get some more exposure.
Oh my God, that's amazing! Look at that. Look at all this
I'm also,
big stuff happening to you.
yeah, I'm also working on my Instagram verification badge so I can be verified. Hopefully that comes in soon too. I haven't had any luck right now, so I'm still working on that as well.
Well, congrats on all those, man. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy. I
I
know I
appreciate
mentioned
that.
that earlier, but I really am. Y'all know me. I tell you guys all the time, but please actually follow us on social media. It's all on Rapper Podcast. It's all there. Well, don't click on all of them. We're not on all of them, but that's Google. And, y'all listen to his music. He's a serious artist. Do it. Seriously. Come on. Don't be dumb. Listen. Y'all, thank you guys for tuning in today. This has certainly been a big one. I gotta say, big one. And stay tuned for more to come. And I will see you guys very, very soon. See you guys soon. Have a good one.